As dawn was approaching, Jeff made his way to a sleepy little house in a richer part of town. The neighbours were still sleeping. Those who were getting ready to work at this time of the morning barely noticed Jeff, nor did they pay any attention to him.
Like, so no one's paying attention to Jeff the Killer, the freaky fish boy-faced murderer, who's the most prolific serial killer in the whole of history, according to this story.
They thought he was just a regular visitor or random neighbour who looked like that.
Yeah. Oh, it's Mr. Fishface, the milkman.
Is this going to be like an ironic like Jeff the Killer sequel, and it's going to turn out he wasn't the real Jeff the Killer, and in order to stop being Jeff the Killer, he just needs to get buggered by guards, and then he'll be killed by the real Jeff the Killer at the end.
God. Yeah, no one goes...
Fuck Todd Phillips, man. If I were to sit and be told that I was evil for liking something you made, I'd watch iDubbbz.
Well, thing is, they wanted it like the like Joker 2 Folly Ado type thing to be
Menage a Troy.
Yeah, to be some sort of like, oh, it
His
rhymes.
name is two prison guards.
It rhymes. And it was like everyone's just gonna call it Jeff 2 Electric Boogaloo.
He's called as Jeff too.
Yeah.
Jeff 2.
That's staying in.
It turns out he was Jeff the Killer all along. Well, we come full circle in this fucking joke.
Yeah, why did the show go away again? Clearly the internet needed these cutting-edge jokes. Jeff hopped the fence of the house he had been laying eyes on and made his way into the basement from outside. In his neighbourhood, you could expect a very low crime rate. Was he go off and do crime elsewhere, I guess? So this is where a serial killer lives. And everyone who lived there were honest. I understand how you made that mistake. Everyone who lived there was honest is correct, but well. Everyone who lived there were honest and trusted everyone. But from Jeff's point of view, this was the perfect chance to satisfy the feeling.
Can't fight this feeling anymore.
I was thinking sexual healing.
I was going with Jacobs.
322 Wilshire Boulevard. The owners of the house, a young couple, were looking for a babysitter.
I'd like to take care of your baby. Oh, well, certainly. You have an honest face.
The eyes are the window of the soul, and since yours can never be closed, they've got a very good look at you. At the last moment to watch their 4-month-old baby. Luckily enough, they did find someone at such short notice. The babysitter was a sweet 14-year-old girl, Victoria. In the spirit of mixing uppers and downers, I've got coffee and wine. Alright.
I mean, last time it was just booze, so...
Well, the bad news is the coffee isn't very good. The good news is neither is the wine.
I was going to say, like, if you can't say anything else, save it for making meat.
Yeah, that's also a good...
Because, I mean, it means the less will work for you later.
I know, but
Fuck that guy.
Fuck future Jacob.
Future guy.
What's he ever done for me? Literally nothing.
Yeah, good point. So, future Jacob, fuck you, you have a tiny penis and I've always hated you.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, needle dick.
Future, son of a bitch, delete, take that past me. Oh, wait. You're in a Cold War with past and future, and there's this present Jacob in the middle. It's like, oh, I can't take this.
I love current Jacob.
You like got a gun and firing it forward and backwards. Younger future past gunfight with yourself. I've been shot. That future bastard.
So retarded. What would have to be wrong with you to engage in something like that? Oh, no, the thing I invited you over for, right?
Gay sex?
Gay sex.
Future Jacob like that secretive cunt. He's always up to something we never know about.
It was like Time
This
Splitters.
joke is idiotic.
That's what makes it so fucking funny.
Time Splitters 2, Future Jacob.
Cheerful, friendly, and kind. The baby boy was sleeping like a rock. After a bath, fresh diaper change, and changed into his baby clothes, the infant's head hit the pillow immediately thereafter.
That's not
strange
safe.
use of
Bam!
also strange use of thereafter.
I'm just thinking it's like the Iggy Shop was like, yeah, and just spikes the baby into the bed.
That's not safe.
Several minutes later, Victoria receives a call on the house phone. Wearily, hang on, will we?
Oh my god, this is turning to fucking Scream.
Hang on, will we? Yeah, we were just in the past tense, weren't we? Yeah, a young couple.
Wait, Jacob. Are you telling me that this person who's writing CREEPYPASTA doesn't know the proper way of using tenses?
I know it's remarkable, really, isn't it? But yeah, I wanted to check I wasn't being an idiot. It's like, yeah, we've just jumped. Victoria receives a call on the house phone. Wearily, she answers. Sound, phone ringing, receiver pick up.
Hello? Huh? Hey! When are you coming home?
This is the mother speaking here.
We'll be back around 10 tomorrow morning. I hope our son wasn't too much trouble.
Oh, no trouble at all.
It's dead now. It slammed his head into the ground.
You never told me she was such an angel.
She?
Yeah.
We hope our son wasn't too much trouble. You never told me she was such an angel.
Like, so, is this...
What? Victoria, did something happen? Yeah. Something happened to that baby other than you... when you slammed it down onto the bed? Did something fall off? Last time I hired a Democrat babysitter. Is that staying in? We'll find out.
Future Jacob will know.
Oh, I don't fucking trust him. We've been over this.
Yeah, man, I don't trust that cunt. I can't even see him.
Yeah.
Told you, honey. You sound tired. Why don't you take a nap?
What colour's your Bugatti?
What colour's your Bugatti?
That's a good idea. I could really use one about now.
If you need us, we'll be at the Akono Lodge. You have our number.
Thanks.
Have a good night's rest, sweetheart.
Night.
I mean, she didn't sound like she did much. All she did was like choke slam the baby and then give it a sex change.
Victoria casually beeps the phone. I was just like, oh man, my rent's due. I better make another one of these videos. It's like first video back. Rape and sex changes. Victoria casually beeps the phone to end the call and tosses it onto the floor.
Just no respect for other people's property.
She rests her body on the nicely cushioned leather couch that is set in the baby's room and falls asleep.
Why would you put a leather couch in the baby's room?
Why would you allude to her body specifically?
Several hours into her peaceful slumber, Victoria is awakened by noise below in the basement. Thinking it was just an animal, possibly the couple's dog, she falls back asleep. But the noise becomes louder. Victoria gets slightly more unnerved.
So, like, do they know that this couple's cruel and just likes to shove the dog down into the basement?
She pulls her tired body from the couch and pokes. Come on.
No, she poke.
Her head out of the doorway. Silence. She returned to the couch and laid slowly back down, listening intently. I've had a few. She calmed herself down. So what tense is this? Is this happening now or in the past?
Is that
I just know it's not the future. That's
because we can't trust it if it's in the future. Because for we know, Jacob could be manipulating it.
Sound crash. Victoria retrieved the phone from the floor and dials. Come on, that's the same sentence. Come on. Christ. Victoria retrieved the phone from the floor and dials 911. Oh, it's Jane again.
911 emergencies.
Yes, hello. I think someone is in the house.
Ma'am, you're gonna have to calm down. I can't understand you.
Your accent is way too thick.
Also, like, did we
What
ever...
are you, Irish or something?
No, turns out she's Scottish.
Yeah, someone's in the house. Someone's broke in.
Like, did we ever find out how, like, does Jane actually work at this, the fucking, like, call centre or whatever, 911, like, centre? Or does she, like, using her elite hacker skills she learned from being a child or something?
I really mean this, Matt. Who gives a shit?
I do, it's very important. My immersion's broken.
Where are you at, sweetheart?
I'm at 322 Wilshire Boulevard. I'm babysitting tonight. I don't know.
I didn't ask for your life story, honey.
We're sending police up there immediately. Now here's what I want you to do. Are you listening?
Aye.
Cover yourself in bacon.
Tears silently falling down her face.
Why? Is that the narrator?
I assume he means Victoria.
Go and find a place in the house, like the closet or pantry. Grab yourself something to protect and defend yourself with.
Are we, like, I swear we've read this before. Is this sort of... Did this happen before? This sounds really familiar.
Victoria, trembling in fear, crept from the baby's room and down the stairs of the house. So far there was no one that she could see, but the noise had come from the basement, hadn't it? She made her way into the kitchen and pulled out the largest knife she could find from the drawer. Sound, door getting kicked in. Victoria! in a panic, ran to the pantry and closed the door behind her as swiftly as possible. She huddled into the farthest corner that she could physically get to.
God, I heard him. He came out of the basement. I heard the good. I heard the good.
I heard the good?
I heard the good.
That-
Help me,
A
please.
Scottish expression?
I'm having a stroke. God, I'm so scared. I've got a meat cleaver. I'm in the pantry.
Don't be scared, dear. I will stay with you on the line until police arrive. In the meantime, you just hide. Who's all there with you?
The baby. Oh God, I forgot.
The wee bunny baby!
If Jeff kills the baby, like...
So, no, I'm sure this is the beginning of the story done again or something like that. Like, it's
Might be
started...
something similar.
I think it's... I don't know, this sounds really familiar, so, like... I'm sure, like, the original story starts like this, and then it's like, you know, we start, you know, when the film starts in the middle of the shit.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember. I've been to bed since then.
Yeah.
I've had a promotion since then.
I've moved house since then.
They've got a new president since then.
Yeah.
Well, we have got a new president. We've got a shit new prime minister.
Yeah.
We've had 3 since then.
Yeah. You think your politics is shit. Ours is way worse.
Yeah.
She could sense the fear and suffering in Victoria's voice, as she was being the only source of comfort the girl needed as far as this home invasion was concerned. This would probably be the last thing the poor babysitter would hear.
Yes.
Sound.
Yes.
Footsteps.
The baby will be alright. You just stay on the line with me. Police are arriving shortly.
Jeff's scared of babies.
Oh God.
He can't win in a fight with them.
Oh God. I see him.
Give me a description of the assailant, dear.
I can't talk any louder. He'll hear me.
He looks
I hope
like
he
a
doesn't-
reverse mermaid.
I hope he doesn't hurt the baby.
You'll be fine. What is the description of the assailant?
I'm too scared. I can't.
Is that where he went? Tell me, what does he look like?
He's wearing black pants and a white.
Look, tell me what he looks like. Oh, he's wearing black. Oh, I don't care about his fucking fashion choices.
he's wearing black pants and a white jacket.
Anything identifiable, something
Yeah.
that he can't immediately change.
and a white jacket or something. I don't know. Just please help me.
That tells me nothing.
That's the worst description. He's got hair. Oh well, at least that stops people. Like, yeah, that would have been a better description. Like, oh well, at least we know it's not Andrew Tate.
Yeah,
like he's
it's
got
a-
4
not
limbs.
a bald man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got skin.
Sound, creaking door. Change music to music box.
Okay.
Jeff entered the baby. Just don't tell me what to do. Story. Jeff entered the baby's room. Toys littered the floor of the darkened room. A single beam of light crept through the slit between the curtains, cutting the room into 2.
Yeah, if I remember, he's gonna be like, no, not this. I'm gonna stab you later, baby.
Severing Jeff between the infant, Jeff continued into the darkness and peered into the crib. Jeff eyed the child silently. Despite have a smile permanently carved into his cheeks, he seemed to be frowning. The infant began to cry at the horrific sight of the killer that the neighbors thought was just some guy
Yeah.
looming over him. Jeff placed the flat of his knife against the baby's face and watched as the reflection of his own grotesque features mockingly smiled back. Good. Do I have to do the fucking voice?
You don't have to.
Stupid catchphrase.
Go to sleep for now, kid. When you see a bit more of the world, I'll be back to save you from it. Jeff picked up a stuffed bear from the floor, based around the crib
And
to
stabbed it.
pacify the baby. The baby's hands gripped at the soft fabric as Jeff turned his back and walked out of the room.
Oh, see, he does care. He's really a good person. He just wants to murder the baby when it's 5 years old.
At the Drury Inn in town, the married couple sat back to each other, both breathless and exhausted.
Wait, so it's sitting back to back?
Apparently so.
Like, we don't like to go arse to arse in front of the baby, so we.
They had been fighting since the moment that the poor child's mother had put down the phone. The in-town vacation was supposed to help. It didn't. Alright, Jen, you want to do the mother, I'll do the father.
It's like, well, maybe we should just go home then.
At this hour, we still have the room for the rest of the night.
I want to see my baby, Marco. Or would you prefer to just sleep in the car?
The father stood. He'd heard all that he cared to. He gruffly grabbed his keys off the nightstand and opened the door to the small hotel room to wait for his wife. She stepped through the opening and out to the car without a word. It was 5:15 when they left, and they were rushing home as quickly as they could. In the house, Jeff saw an approaching police light beacon and thought that it was all over. He stepped behind the curtain of the open front window and waited for the police officer to make his move.
100% stealth.
Oh yeah. The
And,
best
and-
serial killer of all time.
Oh no, the police! I'm done for!
A knock at the door. Gemma, can you be the police officer?
Police, can you open the door, please?
Easily stabbed police! I have a very long neck and very tender jugular.
Yeah.
Here's a
Jeff,
list of all my fears, starting with pointy objects going into me.
Jeff inched through
Can you please let me know where you are? I was looking directly into the sun all day, so I have very bad vision at the moment.
Just the policeman wandering in, just like, hang on, I can't see very well. Let me just put down my gun next to this picture of my beautiful wife and children.
Hey, anyone who's interested, I'm 2 days away from retirement. We're gonna get a yacht and sell the seas.
As soon as we nail Mendoza.
I've recently just started a sourdough starter. I'm gonna open up my own bakery.
Hey, if anyone's listening, please don't tell them I've been drinking on duty as well. Also, I went to the pirate shop and I got this nice eye patch, so my left side's completely unable to see anything. Also, I've been taking up a new hobby, and I hope you don't mind, but I brought my roller skates with me.
It's like, hello, it's me, Harry the Blind Policeman.
It's like, little did you know that Jeff had been eating bananas in the kitchen and didn't care to discard the skins in the bin. Okay.
I'm Officer Jeffrey Stabbed. Also, have you ever heard of a thing called non-determinism?
Jeff inched through the shadows, closer and closer to the door. Another knock at the door. I forgot the voice that I did. Hello! Is anyone home?
Is that not me?
Oh yeah, you're the cop, excuse me.
Hello? Is anyone home? If I don't get a response, I'll have to break the door down. Hello?
With my bad leg! Jeff's fingers went back to the sharpened edge of his knife. Finally, it had been far too long since he'd been able to take
I
a
know
life.
what to do.
Oh, not the policeman. I thought he was going to live. Far too long since he was able to taste blood.
Unfortunately for Jeff, because this since I'm sorry to say, audience, but this story has actually been updated since last time we read it. So the policeman outside the door heard an acorn fall behind him, and he just shot through the door and killed Jeff. Shots fired! Shots fired!
I'm just coming in. I've switched my body cam off.
Gemma, don't be ridiculous. He never had it on to begin with.
Alright, what's your sin?
A creak from the closet door upstairs as the babysitter watched the scene unfold in front of her. Her trembling body drew cold as the realization that she would not be saved from this by police like she so hoped.
Oh god. The police are here. I think they're gonna be killed.
Why would you ever come to that conclusion?
Hello? Ahoy the house. Do you have any bullets? Because I've all ran out of mine in my gun.
Yeah, like how the fuck has Jeff got the drop on the policeman? The cops know there's a guy with a knife in there, right? Surely there'd be more than one police officer, and they'd also be armed.
Can I have some hand? I accidentally, when I was reloading my gun, I put chewing gum in the chamber.
It's about budget cuts. This is actually propaganda about what will happen if they defund the police, as people have been chanting. Sound. Telephone click to busy signal.
Hello? Are you still there? Oh god, no. This is your last warning.
Sound pause.
Help me, I'm in here.
Sound door crash. Jeff heard the scream, but the blood of the police officers was calling him. He had to satisfy the feeling. The first officer's... There's more than one officer? The first officer's weapon entered through the door to sweep the room. A bullet to the head or a tackle to the ground. A short drive to the prison and the gas chamber. But Jeff had been doing this for years since he carved his mark into his family. Jeff slid his knife into the wrist of the first officer and used the tool to pull him into the house. The officer's hands twitched and spasmed, forcing the gun to fire off 2 shots. The noises waking the baby upstairs and turning the babysitter's hysterical cries into screams of pure terror. Jeff stepped into the doorway, withdrawing his blade from the officer's wrists and pushing it into his neck. Just impossible for him to win that. That's all.
So Jeff the killer, who we all know is super strong and has the world's sharpest knife, that was apparently able to slice through bone.
So, okay, so what I'm getting here is that his partner is also there, but he's also called the officer.
So, Officer dies first, and Officer Bob Brady.
His partner's wild, panicked eyes could only see the black rings around Jeff and the gurgling, choking of dying friend. That's his name, of Officer Dying Friend. The officer, horrified by the sight and now the blurred vision, fired his gun directly in front of him.
Why did you take his pants off, Sharon?
Missing their mark, the rounds only succeeded in putting his partner out of his pain. Jeff dropped the dead body and with a quick motion of his left hand, grabbed the side of the officer's pistol, pushing off aim. Jesus Christ. I mean, this is like a Marvel movie.
Yeah, it's fucking like for some reason he's John Wick. Also, the thing is, I'm kind of two minds of this scene because on the one hand, the officer wildly opened fired and hit nothing that he was aiming for. On the other hand, he did describe as seeing Jeff. The only thing he saw was Jeff's black eyes. So he is a policeman who just saw something that was black and he wasn't able to shoot it.
The officer still pulled the trigger as many times as he was able. It didn't matter. The burns from the discharge.
Yeah, that's a funny word. Sounds a bit rude.
It came with burns. The burns from the discharge. Yeah, just get that one out of our system. Against Jeff's hand only fueled his crazed frenzy. The knife found its mark in the middle of the officer's chest and sliced its way up to his chin. What? This is not only the sharpest knife in the world, but Jeff is impossibly strong.
Yeah, so straight to the chest where all the bones are.
He fucking Jason Voorhees?
I was thinking.
No, he can beat him in the fight, remember?
Or a more current reference is the Art the Clown.
Jeff, deep breath. Too long. Sound, screams from the Victoria. It's a nearby pub. Baby crying.
He's moved up. He started off by killing his family, and then he's going around stabbing buildings. Take this, you pub! Next, I'm moving on to the hospitals.
World's drunkest man. It's like most sober northerner. It's just Jeff stabbing. Take this, you pub!
That's what you get for making me pay more than £4 for a Foster's.
No northerner drinks Foster's.
I know. It's the
He
first
drinks
beer.
this to some like dark brown sludge.
It's like my Newcastle Brown Ale.
I feel like having a loaf for my drink. Guinness, please.
Guinness is good though.
But it's also like eating just a stick of bread.
I'll be honest, it's like soup. Like Guinness is like soup, and I'll be honest, I love soup. Matt, you're telling me you hid some little vegetables in this water. I'm gonna find them. The first episode back, and I've already been driven mad.
I'm surprised it's taken this long.
Baby crying faded back. That's right. Sound. The sound of the closet door opening, and the screams grow louder.
Please don't hurt me, please. I won't tell no one. Just take the money or the baby, but not me.
Shh. Narrator. Jeff pulled the Victoria to her feet by her hair.
Once again, it's a pub.
The poor girl's cries grew louder as Jeff put the point of the knife between her eyes and pressed in slowly. Just go to sleep. Sound, squirts of blood, crushing of bone, until the one final crunch, her screams stop. The baby cries. Jeff getting further away, so I'm just going to quiet down, little guy, or am I going to have to make you quiet?
Jeff, who are you talking? It's a baby. It can't understand you, and you're walking away from it. Yeah, prick.
Outside the house, the car pulls to a stop. The mother and father rush from the vehicle to the door, frenzied. The couple has forgotten any issues that may have arisen over the past few days between them, and all they can see now are the red and blue flashing lights and hear the cry of their baby. They rushed their way up the steps and into the baby's room. Immediately, out of maternal instinct, the mother picked the child up to comfort it and to assure herself that he was okay.
The dad, on the other hand, would have thrown it out the window because he has none of that maternal instinct stuff.
However, despite her efforts, the baby continued to cry. The family collapsed. The family collapsed to the floor together in an embrace. Sound. Sirens fade up to full volume, cut off by recorded click.